Hey guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and today we're going to be doing my November TBR. Please excuse my voice. I still am a little sick. I'm almost getting through it, I think. I'm at the end, but who knows. Anyway, November is my birthday month. I will be turning 32 on November 24th. Not sure how I feel about it. Starting to feel a little old. But I decided that for this month on the game, that I'm going to give myself one pass, and if I come across something like a prompt or whatever and I don't want to do it or I don't want to read it, I'm going to swap it out with my birthday pick. That's what I'm going to call it, and I can read anything for that instead. So let's see how I did last month. I didn't do horrible, but I didn't complete the board either. And I had a DNF. I soft DNF'd Rewitched. So there's that, but I did read one of the viewer picks, Murder at Spindle Manor. I absolutely loved it. I read a sequel with Craving in His Blood, loved it. I loved Enchantra. I didn't care for A Pack for Autumn. Like, I wish I wouldn't have read that, honestly, but it is what it is. And yeah, so not too bad, but didn't complete it. And of course, I will show you guys what all the previous TBRs now look like. Not great. Not as horrible as it could be, but I would like to get these down a little bit. So I have already done the monthly viewer pick, and I'm going to put that in here now. Okay, so it's time to pick the monthly viewer pick. The jar has been shaken and everything, and you're not going to see my face in this because I am not presentable, and I really need to know what's going on my TBR because it is, spoiler alert, a very big one. So let's figure out what the viewer pick of the month is going to be. I'm really nervous. I have so many already on here. I don't want anything like too big, so please be nice. Okay, I need to like set this down somewhere. I wonder if it'll stick right. Nope. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So it's going to be, can you see that? A Court, This Cruel and Lovely. And that was recommended by Colleen Tennant, 702. Can I show this? And this one's going to be a reread because I have already read the first one, but I never continued on. So this is perfect. So as you can see, we ended up with A Court, This Cruel and Lovely. This is going to be a reread for me. I've only read the first book, so I really need to reread it and continue on in the series. But I'm really excited because I really did have a good time with the first book. But with that being said, we are going to jump right over to the board now and see what kind of damage it's going to be doing this month to my TBR. So let's go to it. All right, so this is how we left the board in October right here. I, of course, have to roll the D20 because I did not finish the TBR for October. So anything 4 or below, I have to re-roll. And that is a 2, so I have to re-roll. A 3, I need to re-roll. Oh, no. A 17. Oh, no. Okay, I have no words. Okay, 17 rolls. Let's hope for no doubles. Roll number 1 is a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A pink prompt. And that is a book with an isolated setting. Okay, so we rolled and we ended up with 17. 17. It could be worse. And depending on how many doubles we get, this could be really bad. So, the first roll, we ended up on a pink prompt, and that gave us isolated setting. For this one, I don't know if I said this at the beginning, probably not, but I want to try and get down some of my previous TBRs, but I really want to finish all my viewer picks before the end of the year. So, for isolated setting, I decided to go with Blood over Brighthaven because of, like, the way this city is like situated. It is an isolated setting from like the rest of the world. So I'm going to go with that one. Really excited. And this of course was the viewer pick for last month. I didn't get to it, but I really do want to get to it because I've heard so many good things about this. So I'm happy to have this on my TBR once again. Number 2 is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a purple prompt. white title font. I think I can do that. Next, we landed on another prompt, and this was a purple prompt, and for this we got white title font. And for this, I'm going to add another viewer pick, and that is Bakers of Magic, or the Fellowship of Bakers of Magic. And I feel like November is like the perfect time to sit down and read cozy reads, and this one has to deal with like baking and everything, so I feel like I'm definitely going to want to have some little treats to go along with this book, because I'm sure they're going to make me hungry. Roll number 3 is a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A BookTube fave. All right, number 3, we got BookTuber fave, and for this, I decided I wanted to go with my book club book of the month, which is Quicksilver, and I tried to read this last year. I think I got like 100 pages in, and I soft DNF'd it. I just wasn't feeling it at the time, but I have the audiobook out from my library, and of course, this is what won in the poll on my book club, so let's shamelessly put that in here. My book club is called Chapter by Chapter. It is free to join on Fable. It's an app. It's like a kind of like Goodreads, but better in my opinion. And all you have to do is just sign up or sign in, and you can click the link down below and you can join my book club for free. Every month we have a book pick that we get to decide as a group, and the book is broken up into chapters, so when you're reading it, you can like put your thoughts in for the chapters, and other people can interact with you and like also let you know their thoughts on it. So it's definitely a fun way to have a book club, in my opinion, and it's not too stressful, and there's no like set period of time that we're reading it. Just read it in the month of November. I almost said October, but read it in the month that it's picked, whatever. So Quicksilver's on this list. So many people love this series, and I know the second book's coming out this month, so I'm hoping that this time around I like it better, because I need to know what the hype is for Kingfisher. Roll number 4 is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fanrow. Roll number 4, we landed on Fanrow. I always love landing on this score because I read tons of fantasy romance, or romancy, whatever. So for this one, I decided to go with I think it was another monthly viewer pick, and that is When the Moon Hatched. This is another chunker. This is a very intimidating book for me because it's got like almost 15 pages of a glossary, and when this first came out, people were saying like you really need to know the glossary before you go in, and then it's confusing, there's tons of characters, and it's just really hard. But you know what? I read Malice this year, and people said that it was very confusing because there was tons of characters. And while I agree there's tons of characters, it wasn't hard at all to follow. And I know these are like 2 completely different authors, books, genres, whatever, but I don't think I'm as intimidated anymore, not to mention I have the audiobook. So that's definitely going to do wonders for reading this book. Roll number 5 is a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A book off my yearly TBR. I really need that because I haven't been reading those, so this is perfect timing. Well, number 5, we got yearly TBR, and for this one, I decided to pick, I think it was a D20 pick from one of my previous TBRs, and that is Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, and I really want to get to this one because I've heard really good things about it, and I kind of like want some kind of like murder mystery kind of toss up in here because we have a lot of fantasy romance right now, and I am very intrigued. Not to mention I do have the second book, and then I think the third book is a novella maybe, and it's the Christmas one, and I kind of want to see if I can get to it for Christmas season, so here's to hoping. Roll number 6 is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our fantasy, another thing I also need to keep up on. Okay, so for roll number 6, I ended up on Our Fantasy, and for this one, I decided to read a book in parts, and I can't remember what the hard mode is, but I don't really care at this point. But this could be a big mistake, but it could also be like the best mistake. And so I'm going to be putting the 1,000-page chonker of Alchemized on here. I loved Manacled. I was so obsessed. I cried, I laughed, I was frustrated, I was angry. I loved it though. Like, it was so good, and I'm so interested to see what Sen Lin Yu does with like taking out the Harry Potter elements and like making its own thing. And I've just seen so many good things, and I can't imagine this not being a 5-star. So I just want to add another 5-star read to my year, my month. This is my birthday month. What better time to read this hefty book than my birthday month? So I'm really excited. It might be one of the last things I read because I'm afraid I'll get into like a reading slump after this and nothing will compare. So I'm really excited to finally get to this. I can't believe I've held off for so long, but I have the audiobook, and I think this will be pretty easy to fly through. Rule number 7 is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a horror. Guys, I'm really having issues with my hair today. I tried to like scrunch it because it used to like do really well with that. It used to be really curly, and then it grew out, and then it just started like pulling on the curls, and it started to not be as curly. And then now when I get my hair cut short again, it does not want to do it. Like, it starts to act like it wants to, and then it just falls flat, and I'm really upset, and it's really bothering me in this video. So I definitely will not be trying this again. I'm really upset about my hair. Who cares at this point? Anyway, so number 7, I landed on horror, and I'm not sure how I felt about this at first because I'm starting to like just want to like get away from creepy stuff since you know, October was just this past month, and lean into more cozy or like fantasy. But I wasn't mad when I started to think about it, because then I thought about a book that's a sequel to a book I read in September, or did I read it in October? September. Anyway, and I decided to go with Strange Houses. This is the sequel / standalone companion to Strange Pictures, and I'm really excited because that book read so quickly, and I loved how all the stories like interwove with each other and made like one big overarching thing. And I loved the pictures, and it was just so good. So I'm really excited to get to Strange Houses. So this was by Uketsu, and I know that there's a 3rd book coming out, and I think it's called Strange Buildings. I could be wrong, but I'm really excited for that one too, and I think it comes out next year. Number 8 is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A book off a previous TBR, which I definitely can do because I have tons of books off of at least the past 3 TBRs that I really need to get to. So rule number 8, we landed on a previous TBR, and like I said, I'm trying to read down some of my previous TBRs because they are filled with books that I really want to get to. This is another viewer pick, and that was Blood and Steel. And I hear so many good things about this series, and I read I read like the companion novel that you can read like in between the first 2 and the last 2 of this. I can't remember what it's called. I keep wanting to say Slaying something, but I could be wrong. Anyway, so Blood and Steel is on this TBR. I do have the audiobook. Really excited. The audiobooks are going to be getting me through this TBR because so far, no doubles. And 17 books is a lot of books. So that's on the TBR again. Rule number 9 is a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We get a pink prompt, and that is a book that has suspense in it. These would have been like really good for October, but you know what? We'll work with it. Rule number 9, we ended up on another pink prompt, and for that, it's suspense. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to pick for this one either, but then last month I started reading the Lamplight Murder Mysteries or whatever it is, and I fell in love with them. Thank you so much, Colleen, for picking that book for me to read, because I'm not sure when I would have gotten to it, and I can't believe I let it go this long not reading. So I am going to be reading the 3rd and final book that's out currently, Murder on Hunter's Eve by Morgan Stang. If you haven't read the first book, Murder at Spindle Manor, you should definitely pick this up. I believe this was the winner for SPFBO 8, maybe? Am I wrong? I don't know. But so good. It's not even that big, but it packs a punch in here. It is so fun. We follow Isabel Agarwal, and she goes on like all these supernatural hunts trying to hunt down these creatures, and she ends up always getting embroiled like in murder mysteries, and she has a new partner. Like, there's just so much that goes into these, and if you just give it a couple chapters, I think you'll love it too, unless you don't like these kind of things. But I can't believe I haven't read this before I read it. So I will be putting on the third novel because there's a fourth one supposed to be coming out, and I'm really excited. So I don't know when it's coming out, but I hope it's soon. Roll number 10. This is the never-ending TBR game. And that is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. D20 list. Okay, I have to put that together, so I will need a minute. Okay, so I have made a different D20 list than the one I had showed you guys before. These are kind of a lot of the books that I really want to get to before the end of this year. So some of them are previous book club picks from my book club that I never got to. Some of them are previous viewer picks that I haven't gotten to yet, which I really want to prioritize. Some of them are sequels. Some of them are library books. Some of them are previous TBR books. Some of them are ones that I'm really anticipating. So they are all on here. I'm not going to run through them. You can pause it and read them if you want. But I have my D20. Please excuse if you can hear my dog in the background. I have my D20. We're going to roll and hope for something nice. So let's see what we're going to be reading off of this list. And that is 15. And that is Under a Painted Sky. Roll number 10, we ended up on the D20 spot, and I did end up making one here because I didn't want to mess with the other one, and I forgot about the D20 thing that I needed to get ready, so we just made a different list, and this was filled with like other books I really want to get to, and we ended up rolling a 15, and that was for Under a Painted Sky. I love this book. I've reread this almost every year. I missed last year, but that's okay. I reread it all the time. I was reading this book originally for my library book club when I still did that, and I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, and I got the audiobook out from the library, and I started listening to it, and I just immediately fell in love. I read it in one sitting, and then I proceeded to read it 4 times that year, and it became a new favorite book of all time. So I'm happy to have this on here. I know it's going to be a quick nostalgic read for me, and it's just perfect for my birthday. Roll number 11 is a 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another pink prompt. And that is a manga or graphic novel. This is very nice of it. So roll number 11, we landed on another pink prompt, and for that was manga or graphic novel. And I'm going to be using my birthday pick on this one. And I know you probably like, well, that's a short read. Like, you should keep it because you've got probably at least 17 books on this TBR. But I don't want to read a manga or graphic novel right now. And I really wanted to get this book on the list. So I'm going to be adding The Wolf King. And specifically because I hear so many good things about this and I need to know. And it sounds so good. And I also have the audiobook for this one. So I'm going to be adding The Wolf King onto this list. And I hope I love it just as much as everyone else's. Roll number 12. Hold on, I gotta fix this. That's a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A cozy book. Roll number 12, we ended up on cozy. And I thought this was perfect. I really want some cozy books. And The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst has now been added to my TBR. I love this cover. And I am just super excited to see what all the hype is for this book. I know that there's a sentient talking plant and a main character who loves books, so perfect. Roll number 13 is a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another pink prompt, and that is cool colors on the cover. I can do this. Roll number 13, we landed on a pink prompt again. And this was to read a book with cool colors on the cover. And for this one, I decided to add another chunker. I don't know what I'm thinking, but I'm hoping I can get through all of these. But I'm going to be adding Wrath by John Gwynne. I have been putting this last book off because the end of the third book kind of left me feeling like WTF. Not necessarily in a good way or not in a bad way. So I've just been like holding off, and I think I really just want to get this one over with because I know I'm gonna love it and probably be heartbroken, and there's probably gonna be like a lot of things in this book that are just gonna make me like feel unhinged. But I need to read this before the end of the year. So it's going on here. 700 pages. Wish me luck. Roll number 14. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Buzzword. Roll number 14, I landed on buzzword, and this was perfect because the buzzword for November is never in the title, and the cover one is food on the cover, which I'm going to use Baker's Magic for that. So for the never in the title, I decided to go with The Never List by Jade Presley. I've been wanting to read this book since I got it. It's reverse harem kind of, and like it's kind of giving me like the Selection vibes, just a smidge. And I don't really hear anyone talking about this, but I want to know, and I'm adding it to this TBR. I don't know what else to say. I'm really intrigued for this one, and I have a lot of books that I own physically on this, which is great, but I really want to get to this. Roll number 15. So far we're doing good. Hopefully I didn't just jinx us. That's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another pink prompt. Person on the cover. Easy enough. Roll number 15, I ended up on another pink prompt. Like, pink was like the popular color this month. And that is to read a book with a person on the cover. So for this, I'm going to go with Blood of Hercules. This is a reread. I've read this twice already this year, and I absolutely love it. I had some moments where I was just howling with laughter, like, so funny, but so good, and all the male love interests are like top tier, and I don't know, I love it. These are the sprayed edges, beautiful. The whole book is beautiful. This was not one I ever thought I would read, but then I did, and I loved it. And the author keeps putting out that like we have to choose between the two different like sets of guys. So there's 2 and then there's 2. And she's kind of like hinting that she's gonna only choose like one of the 2. And I'm not happy about it because I want her to have all 4. All 4. So I don't know. I'm really excited to reread this though. Roll number 16. We are almost there. And that is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A purple prompt. Oh boy. Weapon on the cover. I can work with this. Now I have to fix this because it needs fixed. Anyway. Roll number 16. Guys, can you believe that we have not had any doubles this game? The board is being nice but mean. So, I don't know. So, purple prompt and weapon on the cover. I, of course, was going to be adding Bonds of Hercules. This has the bow and arrow on the cover. Beautiful sprayed edges. I am scared. I'm scared because of what the author said about having to choose between the 2 different sets of guys. And I don't know what I'm in for this one. And I'm hoping that I love this one as much as the first one. But I'm also scared that I'm not going to love it. So here's to wishing. But I'm really excited for this. I've been waiting for this since I read the first book. And it's just been a long time coming. All right, guys. Our 17th and hopefully final one. Please be good. An 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A small book. I will take it. Thank you. No doubles. And finally, roll number 17. We landed on a small book. I'm not sure how to feel about the fact that we didn't get any doubles, and I had 17 rolls. But anyway, I decided to go with the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. This is under 300 pages, and I hear really good things about this. A long time ago, I've watched the movie, but I'd like to give the book a try, and I want to really count it towards my Herkiad challenge because it is a booktuber's one of their favorite books, and I just like to get to it. Plus, I have it out from the library, and yeah, so anyway, that was all the books on my TBR, including my viewer monthly pick, This Cruel and Lovely. And wow, there's so many. I think I added up. Let me see. Did I add it up? I added up the pages. So there's 18 books and there are 8,894 pages. And all I could think was, if I had like 1,100 more pages, I could hit 10,000 pages this month. And my thought was, well, should I do another 10,000 pages in 30 days this time? But I'm not going to do that. If I hit 10,000 pages, great. I don't want to add too much extra stress. This is my birthday month. I just want to read all the books that I've been really anticipating and wanting to read. And we're going to leave it at that. But it is just so funny to me that when I was trying to do the 10,000 pages in a month, my TBR total that month came up to like maybe almost 5,000. And this one is almost 10,000. So very funny. I have to read roughly about 300 pages a day, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of these books I have audiobooks for, and 5 I don't. So I feel like I could potentially succeed this month, but let's not get our hopes up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed picking all the books for this TBR because they're all ones I'm so excited to get to. And comment letting me know down below what you're going to be reading this month, and are any of these on your TBR, or have you read any of them? Did you give them 5 stars? And subscribe if you want to. I'd greatly appreciate it. And until my next video, I will see you guys again soon. Bye!